Since my vocal analysis and reaction to Claire Obscure's Expedition 33 soundtrack, I have had quite a few comments to check out another song that I didn't cover in that video. And it was Une vie à t'amour aimer. You know what? I put it on the screen. You know what it is. So I'm going to check this out because apparently this is epic. A lot of people in the comments are telling me that it's right up my alley, that it's rock and it has metal and rock elements, or at least rock elements. Because as I said before in the other video, this is way out of my comfort zone to listen to music like this. I didn't even know about this video game before I started watching that video prior. Actually, I'm not a gamer at all unless it's Mortal Kombat. And if you want to watch this song that I'm about to analyze without any interruptions, I put the link directly below in the description. You can check that out, because in this video we're going to stop and talk about some things. So let's just get to it. Already it's making me think of Avenged Sevenfold with a male and female vocal. I love the harmonies already. Oh man, the way that this is building is already just, I mean, the percussion, the orchestration, along with how the vocals are building right now is just making me, I'm already starting to feel the tingles, if you know what I mean. Now that, you're right, when you said this is up my alley, or this might be. Well, I'm getting power metal vibes from this, because it kind of has that kind of medieval feel to it with the distorted guitars. Immediately makes me think of like Blind Guardian, you know? But also kind of gives me a little bit of like Nightwish, because of the operatic vocals. You know, and then that harmony underneath. You know who I can also kind of hear in this a little bit, in the way that the harmonies are built? If you ever listen to Bad Religion and their harmonies, they kind of have like this folk feeling to them as well. That's also funny because I think they're from the same area that Avenged Sevenfold is from, but they're probably all drawing from the same influences. What an interesting sound to me, because I can't, like I said, now it really is, it's like the perfect blend of Nightwish and Blind Guardian. This is really cool. I love that melody right there. It's just a wonder to me how you even arrange something like this. It sounds like a classical piece from like centuries ago. And the fact that this is like a modern thing. I don't even know, like, again, like I said, I don't know what they're saying. Don't understand a word of it, but I kind of like listening to music that I don't understand the words of. I mean, sometimes I prefer not listening to music with vocals at all, you know, just so I can have, like, I can go just by feeling of what I think it makes me feel. And this is kind of like victory or like, you know, finally, like I'm you know what I mean? Like some redemption. I also like that I'm just listening to this too, by the way, and not have to see anything. It makes it even more of an experience. This is really... I could feel this tension. Yeah. The way that the music just pulls you in different directions, and then you could feel... It's like... what I appreciate about the production is that all these cinematic elements, it really adds to this. It makes this really special. Well, see, what's great about it is that I can't even tell for sure what instruments are being played here. It's so dynamic, and it's unique in the sense, like, there's just so much going on, and it feels heavy, but I almost don't know if that's just because of the drums and the layering of whatever instruments are being used, and just because of how epic it is. It goes to show that heaviness doesn't necessarily have to mean heavy guitars and screaming vocals. I've always felt this way anyway. A lot of people, I think, would agree that heaviness is more of like a feeling. It doesn't always have to be a screaming vocal or a guitar or heavy drums to bring you to that feeling. Sometimes you can get that feeling just by listening to like an orchestra like this. Wow, let's keep listening. Again, I can imagine System of a Down with this too. I think it's just the whole minor scale thing that I noticed that a lot of these bands, they share those qualities. I can find things, like, I mean, all the bands that I just mentioned, I can find ways that they all share similar qualities and contrasts, both in the way that they sing and the way that they compose music. Like, you could tell how influential this kind of music really is for rock music. Yes! Game of Thrones. I love this, dude. I love it. It makes me think of like rolling hills. Like I just got back from slaying the most dangerous beasts, dragons, orcs, things that no man should ever survive fighting. And I'm just on the sunny rolling hills of wherever this is. And sunshine, and just like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. golden sun. And I've got blood of my enemies all over the place. Wait, what is that melody? That's what I want to do. Like, I feel like I've heard that before. It's almost like a church hymn. It kind of reminds me of that. It's got this very ancient feel to it, this very primal feel. That's why I love it so much. Man, everyone who told me to check this out, you were right. This, you know, the fact that this existed and I didn't know about it is making me excited about what else is out there. It's like, oh man, yeah, that is just so powerful. You know, it makes me just want to like soar. I don't know, man. This is really cool. Before singing vocals like this, it's really important to warm up. So if you're interested in warming up your voice the way I do, I've created a free vocal warm-ups course. You can find that directly below in the description or in the pinned comment. Let's continue. The blend of their voices there when that music drops off, and now it's not as intense, and it's and you have the other one, the it's just gorgeous. Like, you know, that's how you sing harmonies, by the way. You don't out sing each other, you find that perfect blend. And there's nothing like live harmonies being sung at the same time, because being recorded at the same time, I mean, because that has got to be done in real time, not in mixing, on a digital sense. I don't know why, but it makes me want to go like this. You know what I mean? Like it's. Woo! I can feel the heartbeat underneath that's rumbling to something. This is making me want to play the game. I don't even know what this game is. I'm not a gamer. Maybe I should start. Hear that? Like a it's like 9 Inch Nails or something is about to come into the mix. It's getting louder. The tension is building. This is incredible. And that's the thing about this kind of music that doesn't rely on like standard pop structure, and it's a song that just, it's like a living, breathing organism, and the song changes like emotions change, and these parts, they build and they drop off, and they build and release together, and they build back up. You know, that's what's beautiful about this style of music. Oh, the choir. You could tell this is not even the entire build. Let's keep going. And now it's like all these this is overwhelming me. Now it's all these elements from before building into one. This is genius. Who the hell does this anymore? I used to think that this kind of music was just like a thing of the past. What's going on here? Why didn't anyone tell me this was happening again? Oh! That melody right there, I know this is not vocals, but oh man, listen to that. That choir, I love stuff like that. Choir stuff, and we're going back to actually Bad Religion and Blind Guardian does choir type stuff, believe it or not, and I just, that's some of my favorite types of background vocals. This is like, you ever hear a part of a song that you wish was longer? Like the Game of Thrones theme, for example, it's very short. It's a theme for a TV series. So it's like, you know, you only get a little bit of it. And you kind of wish that stuff like that would extend and just be like, go on forever. That's what this is. This is like an extension of one of those melodies, and it hits the spot because you want it to go on forever, and it does in the best way. I mean, we're already 7 minutes into this song, and I know this video is going to be a lot longer, but 7 minutes does not feel like 7 minutes. Can I also say that what I find really beautiful about this is that it's so intense. There's all this intensity, but the intensity comes from all of the moving parts, as opposed to it being just like all of the responsibility of that intensity is just on the vocalist. The way that they're singing is not like, they're not screaming, you know, they're not even belting that much. It's pretty like, you know, light singing. It's very projected and present, clean singing, not like light as in they're whispering. They have just the right amount of presence in their voice to complement and be a part of what's going on in the rest of the arrangement. And I think they're equally a moving piece of this orchestration, which makes this, that serves the song, the piece. That's a lesson that a lot of people can take from in all styles of music, because I can tell you for myself that I had the tendency for years over singing over a band, thinking I had to carry the energy all the time. I used to be an over singer in the past, but not anymore. I found that simplicity and knowing when to shut up or dial it back is better. It's the way to do your job the right way. It's more important to serve the song than it is push too hard and overpower everything and whatever. So you get the point. Oh man, and simultaneously there's like a fiddle or something. This is like overstimulation. This is glorious. This is glorious. Wow. Again, they're just enough for you to know that something's going on there vocally. That's where it has the most power, because, it's in that range. You hear male voices in there, but it's not like, up here in the mix, because otherwise it would make it sound tame and dull if it was. Again, even the vocalist in this, the way that she's singing and the way that the other vocalist is singing, the blend of their voices and where their voices sit also contributes to that. There we go. That's a belt. That's very tasteful, because we haven't really heard kind of like a mixy belt like that so far in the entire song. That's really high up there. It reminds me a little of M Shadows right there. It's got that distortion. Now we have a little distortion in the voice. Ooh! Yeah! It's like this could easily be used as like a vocal warm-up at the end. I love how there's no words and it's just like these vocal runs. That's so cool. How energetic is that? There's a male voice in there. The reason that I'm doing this is because it's actually like, this is really part of warming my voice up right now, because I'm going and like I'm trying what they're doing, and a lot of it's like vocal runs, and I warmed up before I did this video, but it's helping me just like vocalizing with what I'm hearing. And that's kind of like the beauty of doing these things too, like listening to something I haven't heard before and then trying it on the spot. The vocal harmony layering is so complex that it's just like, it's one of those things where you listen to it, it just doesn't register that how someone could even come up with it. It's that brilliant. So there are three vocalists in here, I'm assuming, because I hear a male voice, and then the two harmonizing female voices. Now there's a three-part harmony. Also, I'm feeling like a Matt Bellamy feeling in there too. Hearing something like this, an experience like this opens my eyes to how many bands or artists are taking influence from this kind of music. I know I've touched on this in the last video, and I know I probably sound like a broken record in this video saying the same thing, but it's just so apparent to me how good it is to listen to this kind of stuff, because there's like an endless supply of inspiration. What's that? That's nice. That's a really good tone right there. It's like you're touching on all the bases in this song. Like every type of vocal tone. It's so dynamic. I love that. I love that melody. All of just me singing that, I had like an Iron Maiden feel a little bit. Well, it's all relative, because they also have songs that touch on that medieval folk vibe sometimes. Oh man, what are they saying? I don't know what the words are, but that's what it kind of sounded like to me. By the way, if I ever do sing in a different language, I usually do that. Like I just go based on what I think that they're saying, and it could be something completely different, but if it sounds enough like bom-bla-doo, bom-bla-dee to me, and I'll just make that work. That's if I'm just doing something quick. Obviously, I would learn the language, learn it the right way in the pronunciation if I had sing in another language, but yeah. That last note right there you go. Of course, money note at the end. The harmony. This is really cool to just even try to dissect and sing the parts. Because, you know, this is one of those things that when you ad-lib and think of like melodies of your own, you might like, oh, like your voice will just automatically go places, because you've created these new neural pathways of options that you can kind of go into. It's almost like your human AI. You know what humans did before AI? They can kind of just like, you know, their mind goes to different file cabinets and things that they've picked up along their travels of artistic influence. Wow. Wow. Oh, it's not done. Now we got a lower voice. It's a little bit too low. I'd have to hum to get that low. Or fry. Wow. This is the Bohemian Rhapsody of video game music. Now I'm intrigued to know more about this game, and you know, the one thing I'm jealous of gamers is people who game and who are good at it. They've got a whole other world that they can go into. It's like a second life, and maybe for some that's not a great thing, because a lot of us want to escape real life, and that's not always great. But as long as it's a healthy thing, you know, it enhances your experience, and you've got options to go and frolic on the rolling hills of some medieval land after you've slain some orcs and dragons and dangerous giants. Whatever the case is, you have this soundtrack to accompany you that is absolutely brilliant, vocally brilliant, musically brilliant. You know, in the land of AI now, like, to hear people compose this in this day and age, it gives hope, you know, that it's not a dying art. You just have to discover it. It's out there. I think that composers back centuries ago would probably, that would be their place. If video games were around back then, they would be competing for placements for soundtracks. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. By the way, again, before singing vocals that were in this arrangement, but also the vocals that I was attempting to sing throughout this video, it's very important to warm your voice up. So if you're interested in warming up the way that I do and explore the capabilities within your voice, I created a free warm-ups course you can find directly below in the description or in the pinned comment. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know what else you want me to check out. I'll see you next time.